Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're going to have a look at repairing this model. It's a Roco Wagon number 34522 and it's had a rather rough time in the post. You can see that there's multiple problems, so I'm going to try and repair that today. Let's have a look at what we've got. So straight away you can see that the roof has come off, and I think Michael Caine has had a field day here because all the doors have fallen off it as well. So I'm going to try and get this model back together. I've got the parts here now on the workbench. Aside from the roof and the doors, there doesn't seem to be any other damage to this model, which is great, but hopefully we can put this back together quite easily. So I'm going to have a look at the doors here. I've not put one of these back together before, so this is going to be a bit of a trial and see how it goes. So it looks like this part here, which is on the moulding of the door, which looks like some kind of lock, would probably need to line up with this latch here. So this looks as though it's a door from possibly this side of the wagon. Seems to go in like that. So there's a sliding mechanism here, and I'm guessing it would need to slot underneath the roof in this groove here in order to hold it securely. So it looks like we're going to have a bit of a balancing act with all of these doors. So let's just try and get the right ones in the right place. So this looks like the door for here. Yep, that goes on okay. I'll put my fingers on there while I turn it around and try and get the other doors on. Around the other side, just checking the doors here, they seem to slot into that groove and then slide across. So you can see on the back of the door here, there's a groove down the bottom. That needs to go into this track here. And like that. So we've got all the doors in now. I'm kind of holding them in place, hoping they don't fall out. That one almost did. So the roof, I'm hoping, will just slot back on. It does, but I can see a problem here. And this is probably why this van fell apart, is that the roof looks as though it has warped a little bit. So we maybe need to have a little bit of glue in here just to help this to fix itself. So for the next part of the repair, I'm going to use a piece of scrap paper, this little tool here, which is actually a watchmaker's tool, and some poly cement from Humbrol. I'm also going to use these two weights, which are just lead weights, to hold down the roof as it dries. And if you're using these kind of things, remember to wash your hands afterwards. First of all, I'm going to apply some glue to the paper. I'm not going to glue the model directly because you run the risk there of putting on too much glue and it going everywhere and making a mess. So applying it to the piece of paper, and then we'll use the tool to apply it to the model. So let me just take the roof off here, and straight away one of the doors has fallen off. So I'm going to put that back on now. There we go, hopefully that'll stay in place. So it looks like the doors need to run along these runners here. The rest of the roof slots down inside the model. So I think if we apply some glue just along the edge here, in the middle, and along the edge at the other side, but not any in the slots here, it'll allow the doors to continue to open. And we'll apply some along here. You don't need too much. I think I might have actually put too much there, but that's okay. We'll put a little bit in the sides here. But again, like I said, you don't need to put any on the track here. That would stop the doors from opening. Just some in here, some on the other side, and then finally the other edge. So we really don't need too much for this. Okay, we're now going to put these two things together, and the door falls off again, which is annoying. So let's see if we can get that back on and hold these while we do this. So this will be a bit of a juggling act here. Just make sure you get it in the right place. Just press it down firmly. Seems to be okay. And I'm going to put my weights on top. and we just need to leave that to dry for maybe an hour or so. Okay, the model is now dried and the roof is secure to the top of the van, and the doors are securely attached as well, so that's great. So that's a repair done to this wagon. We can now fit the couplings and get it back on the layout. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.